Welcome back to HNNCast. And now for a few quick stories we found on the net this week. The Taiwan office of Yahoo has had to issue an apology for its most recent Open Hack Day after hack girls were brought in to entertain some of the developers. This caused shouts of sexism to arise from the blogosphere, which is good, but from the looks of it, these guys really wouldn't know what to do with a good lap dance anyway. An ex-Ford employee has been arrested and faces up to 10 years in jail after copying secret company data to a USB stick and providing it to a competing vehicle manufacturer in China. Remember, folks, to secure those USB ports. I find superglue works really well. Cheers Liquor Mart, the largest liquor retailer in the Colorado Springs, Colorado area, has had their network breached and the debit card details of thousands of customers stolen. Details of how many customers or how the attackers gained access have not been released. People need to stop entering their PIN numbers at point-of-sale machines and just hit the cancel button. Credit, not debit. The 2,000 machine-strong Gumblar botnet has awoken after being dormant for 5 months and is infecting websites with exploit code. The code then inserts an iframe into the RSS feed to infect users via recent Acrobat or Flash vulnerabilities. Zbot, or Zeus, is still raking in big dough. The online banking Trojan recently took GenLabs Corp. Of Chino, California for $437,000, Plainview Christian Academy in Texas for $42,000, and Pease Development Authority of New Hampshire for $77,000. Someone's getting awfully rich here. Both CanSec West and Source Boston have announced their call for papers. Both conferences take place this spring in Vancouver and Boston, respectively. One of the most secure operating systems available, OpenBSD, has released version 4.6 with an entirely new install procedure. Despite being available free for download, if you really want to support the project, buy a CD or a t-shirt, or just give them money. They deserve it. A feature-length film on Ada Byron Lovelace called Byron and Babbage, A Calculating Story, is set to be released on PBS, but the project needs help, specifically in the form of testimonials from people about Ada Lovelace, and in help publicizing the film. You can find the link for more information in the comments section for this episode of HNNCast on our website. This would be a great way to help counteract Yahoo's use of hack girls. A report released by the GAO indicates that NASA has suffered 1,120 security incidents in 2007 and 2008. Guess they haven't learned much since Solo hit. Maybe after he gets extradited over here, he can point out the flaws for them. The free malware scanner, Microsoft Security Essentials, is being deemed an early success. In its first week of operation, Microsoft says it removed over 4 million pieces of malware on over 500,000 machines. Wow. Malware numbers always surprise me. A large number of people in the security industry, both white hat and black hat, are in Seattle this week for the annual Microsoft event known as BlueHat. By inviting security luminaries to their campus, Microsoft hopes to inspire its coders to write with security in mind. You know, given recent history, it's hard to say just really how well that's working out. China has decided that the OSVDB, CERT CVE, BugTrack, etc., are not enough and that the world needs yet another vulnerability database, and has opened the China National Vulnerability Database, or CNVDB, ABCXYZ. As we mentioned a few weeks ago, October is National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and since we still don't have a cyber czar, nor do we really need one, President Barack Obama has released a video asking all Americans to remain cyber vigilant.
In this information age, the incredible technologies that we depend on every day present us with both great promise and great peril. That's why I've designated October as National Cybersecurity Awareness Month.
Hopefully the politicians will eventually learn user education does not work. Lieutenant General Keith Alexander, former director of the NSA, has been promoted and assigned as commander of the new United States Cyber Command. The Cyber Command will be in charge of cyber warfare and the security of military networks. It will be based in Fort Meade, Maryland, right next to the National Security Agency. How convenient. The nonprofit Air Force Association has gathered 200 teams from the US, South Korea, and Japan to participate in the largest high school cyber defense competition called Cyber Patriot 2. The competition begins November 7th, with teams consisting mostly of junior ROTC cadets. And now for this week's Stack of Shame, the list of all known open vulnerabilities 30 days old or older as cataloged by the Zero Day Initiative. This list has gotten considerably shorter since first being featured on HNNCast. We here at HNN know that the vendors are watching. We have the logs to prove it. Are we motivating them to fix their holes? We hope so. If you want to reach those same vendors, contact us at sales@hackernews.com. Yep, Hewlett-Packard is still at the bottom dweller. We know you're watching, HP. Do you not care? That's it for this week's HNNCast. I've been your host, Space Rogue, and you've been watching the Hacker News Network. Remember, if you have any news you think we should report, send it to news@hackernews.com. You have been watching HNNCast. This is Space Rogue for the Hacker News Network.
Funny do bad things.